NIO just surging 5.59%. And in the next few minutes, I am going to show you exactly why it is moving, where it is headed next, and the exact price levels you need to watch. Plus, I have two more setups that could move even bigger. Quick disclaimer first, then we get straight into it. For educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Now let's get into it. The market is currently experiencing a shift in sentiment, with the S&P 500 futures at 6,636.0, indicating a potential gap down. This move is likely due to the broader market uncertainty ahead of this week's CPI data and Fed commentary. The VIX Fear Index is at 27.19, signaling elevated fear in the market. As a result, investors are becoming increasingly cautious, and this is reflected in the performance of stocks like NIO, which is trading at $5.86. Now, let's look at how this market sentiment is impacting the tech sector, particularly with the Nasdaq at 22,105.36. The exact catalyst for this move is unclear, but it's likely due to the overall macro uncertainty. So, what does this mean for the trader? This looks like a breakout for NIO, but it's essential to wait for confirmation before entering. NIO's recent upgrade by HSBC from hold to buy, with a price target of $6.80, has contributed to its surge. The 10-year Treasury yield at 0.428% is also a crucial factor, as it affects the attractiveness of growth stocks like NIO. Now, let's examine how this yield impacts NIO's valuation and potential for future growth. The company's performance is closely tied to the overall market sentiment, and with the Dow Jones at 46,558.47, investors are closely watching for any signs of a shift. Are you holding NIO right now? Let me know below, buy or wait. The Russell 2000 is currently at 2,480.05, indicating a gap down, and this is reflective of the overall market uncertainty. The S&P 500 at 6,632.19 is also experiencing a similar trend, with a decrease of 0.61%. This move is likely due to the uncertainty surrounding the Fed's policy and its impact on the market. Now, let's look at how this is affecting the top gainers, including NIO, which is trading at $426.13. The exact catalyst for this move is unclear, but it's likely due to the overall macro uncertainty. The 30-year bond yield at 0.491% is also a crucial factor, as it affects the attractiveness of fixed-income investments. So, what does this mean for the trader? This looks like a bull trap for NIO, and it's essential to wait for a pullback before considering entry. The upcoming economic events, including the PPI/CPI data and Fed speech, are crucial for investors. The market is closely watching these events, and they will likely have a significant impact on the overall market sentiment. Now, let's examine how these events will affect the top gainers, including Charles Schwab, which is trading at $93.06. The company's performance is closely tied to the overall market sentiment, and with the Dow futures at 46,592.0, investors are closely watching for any signs of a shift. The 2-year note yield at 0.387% is also a crucial factor, as it affects the attractiveness of fixed-income investments. So, what does this mean for the trader? This looks like a breakout for Charles Schwab, but it's essential to wait for confirmation before entering. The stock has key resistance at $120.63. That $120.63 level is the one to watch. NIO. Key support at $425.13. MS/R. Earnings catalyst is not available, but the stock is trading at $139.67. It's essential to keep a close eye on these stocks, as they will likely be impacted by the upcoming economic events. The market is currently experiencing a shift in sentiment, and it's crucial to stay informed. Now, let's summarize the key points to watch for tomorrow. The VIX Fear Index is at 27.19, and the S&P 500 futures are at 6,636.0. These numbers will be crucial in determining the market's direction. Are you prepared for the potential market move? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. NIO surged recently, but let's look at the broader market context. The S&P 500 futures are at 6,636.0, indicating a potential gap down. The VIX Fear Index is at 27.19, signaling elevated fear in the market. This yield is crucial in understanding the current market sentiment. Now, let's examine how this affects NIO stock performance and what it means for traders. With the current yield and market conditions, it's vital to assess whether NIO's recent surge is a breakout or a bull trap. Now, let's look at NIO. The electric vehicle manufacturer's stock has been gaining traction. The exact catalyst is likely due to the recent HSBC upgrade from hold to buy. NIO's stock performance is closely tied to the overall market sentiment, and with the Russell 2000 at 2,480.05, it's clear that investors are cautious. However, NIO's recent surge may indicate a potential breakout. Are you holding NIO right now? Let me know below, buy or wait. The Dow Jones is at 46,558.47, and the Nasdaq is at 22,105.36, both indicating a gap down. This market sentiment is crucial in understanding NIO's stock movement. NIO's recent surge may be a sign of a broader market shift towards EV manufacturers. With the S&P 500 at 6,632.19, it's essential to assess whether NIO's stock will continue to rise. The key resistance level for NIO is its analyst target of $6.49. That $6.49 level is the one to watch. Now let's look at the broader market. The VIX Fear Index is at 27.19, indicating elevated fear. This fear is likely due to the current market uncertainty. As the one-month T-bill yield is at 0.360%, investors are looking for safe haven assets. However, NIO's recent surge may be a sign of a potential breakout. With the Dow futures at 46,592.0, it's clear that investors are cautious. The key support level for NIO is its current price. If it holds above $5.74, that is a signal to enter. This level is crucial in determining NIO's stock performance. As we conclude our analysis, it's essential to consider the current market conditions and how they affect NIO's stock performance. With the Nasdaq futures at 24,394.25, it's clear that investors are cautious. 0.49 level is the one to watch. Charles Schwab, earnings catalyst on a later date. It's crucial to monitor these levels and adjust your strategy accordingly. Remember, this looks like a breakout, entry above $5.20. Before we wrap up, here is your complete market snapshot for today. Today's top gainers include NIO up 5.59%, NIO up 5.59%, MU up 5.13%, Charles Schwab up 1.99%, MSTR up 1.7%, ExxonMobil up 1.69%. On the losing side, we have Chevron down 0.08%, HBQ down 0.11%, Johnson & Johnson down 0.21%, IWM down 0.33%, BRKB down 0.38%. The VIX Fear Index is at 27.19, signaling elevated, caution advised. Watch out for PPI/CPI data at 8:30 Eastern Time today. On Carat GSBC, watch for a break above 6,718.87, targeting 6,718.87. Stop loss below 6,624.15. This summary card shows you indices, top movers, the VIX Fear Gauge, support and resistance levels, and the economic calendar all in one place. Use this to plan your trades for the session. As always, manage your risk carefully. Never trade more than you can afford to lose. If you found this analysis helpful, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss our daily market updates. See you in the next one. That's a wrap on today's analysis. If you found this breakdown valuable, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our daily market coverage. Now here's my question for you. Drop in the comments right now. Which stock from today's analysis are you watching most closely? And are you buying, holding, or staying on the sidelines? We read every single comment and reply to as many as we can. Like this video if it helped, share it with a fellow trader, and we will see you in the next one. Stay informed and trade smart.